Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down.
Let's go.
This might push him back further. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Bilal Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And got his man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Philly. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints.
Go. 120!
I got you.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And all the way down to the 35. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. 1st down, a run with Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's the 5th-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, it's Cohen. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
I got him, on me. Never mind, 52, right here.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch out. No. Watch out.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Empty.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now Howard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
58's the money. 58's the money. You don't want this.
To throw is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 78 yards. And ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after chip shot, and down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
You better be afraid of me.
Wentz now to throw. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 41. Wentz going to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This is caught by Jackson. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. To throw, it's Wentz. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Hey, order. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Delta. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. You don't want that. You don't get it. Pick up the ball.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Ram.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Wentz. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wentz now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by Howard. 8 yards there on a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Squeeze, double.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wentz to throw again. It's caught by Aguilar. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the kick by Elliott is good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, box truck. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
A gain of 15.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Hey, wahoo! Hey, check. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch a slant. Ran, 54.
Now Trubisky on first down. It's caught. It's Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's bring it. Check. Boy. Check 52 to Mike.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Learn. Bravo. 52 is the mic right here over there, Mike. 52 is the mic.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Jackson off to the races. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
I'm going to run you over. Right there. Ran. 54 Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go. Alpha. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike 5-4.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14. And the Bears first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Charlie. Get that ball, Dean. Get that ball. Hey, Mike,
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Trubisky. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
52. 52's the mic. Go. 52, Mike. 52. Come on, D. Good move. 52. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. The Chicago passing game on point. They've got another first.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike's 54. Hey, exit. 54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, running right is Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Hey, echo. 52.
On first down, Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Hey, seam 6. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Trubisky now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Clinton Dix, the former Packer, in on the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 35 on second down, Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wentz to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Waiting. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, here we go. 58.
Hey, Delta.
Wentz to throw. Looking for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11.